Hey there, Libra. Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as let me know if this reading resonates with you. Alright, so basically, I've got this new deck. It's the Supernatural deck. And, I really just absolutely love it. And basically, it has to do with the apple pie reading, which, basically, what it has to do with is Sam and Dean kind of had it out a little bit about this apple pie lifestyle, or should I say, what some people feel is like their real, whatever they feel like is their goal in life is their apple pie. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull this reading for the apple pie tarot spread. And sorry I got this ridiculous thing on, but my sinuses are all swelled up. And my face is really red because I'm having an allergy attack. So I tried to put some, a little filter on. But anywho, we're going to do the apple pie reading. And it's going to have the present situation, the apple pie, or your dream, and then the obstacle that stands in your way, and the action that you're going to need to take to overcome it. So, Libra, let's get started. So this card deck doesn't actually shuffle right, it still really sticks together. So I have to shuffle it old school, like we're in the Wild West. Alright, but I'm from the West, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Your first card is your present situation, and it's the Seven of Bones. And Libra, I'm pretty sure this isn't the first time that you've gotten the Seven of Bones. What have you gotten yourself into this time? Alright, so let's see what your apple pie is. The Six of Cups. Alright, Six of Cups. So that's like, let me see, we'll have to pull it up and take a look exactly, but definitely has to do with water sign, and it has to do with, completion. The Knight of Bones is what is standing in your way, and the obstacle that you're going to have to overcome. So, bones are associated with wands. And your final outcome, or in this deck, they call it the, Awakening? No. Alright, you'll have to forgive me. I swear I took a little bit of sinus medicine and now I'm just totally stupid. It's like my brain just shut off completely. I'm just gonna put the book up here and let you read it yourself, okay? I'm just kidding. But your final card, which is the action that you have to take in order to get your apple pie. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the Seven of Bones, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just so congested. Bones. Seven of Bones. Alright, Seven of Bones. indicates you're experiencing fierce competition. Perhaps you're battling for a rival or a common goal. Or perhaps someone in your life is envious of you and looking to usper your position? Usper. I don't know what that means. USURP. Usurp? Usurp? Okay, I'm gonna have to Google that. Seriously. Anyway, someone's trying to move in on your position is what I'm getting from this. And the tarot card advises that you bear down and stand your ground. Perseverance and determination will help you to overcome this, will help you come out on top. Okay, so the second card, which is your apple pie, is the Six of Cups. And this particular deck calls it goblets. It's so old school. And the Six of Goblets, The Six of Goblets is a call to reconnect with your pure, unbridled joy. When is the last time that you did something silly or unexpected just because it made you happy? The Six of Goblets tarot card suggests that life has been feeling heavy lately. It's time to get out of the doldrums by doing things that genuinely make you happy, whether that means making music, painting, or simply eating a slice of warm apple pie. Okay, I love it. Alright, so that's really great. So you need to go treat yourself, okay? You need to go out and pat yourself on the back for all the hard work and dedication that you have done for yourself to better your life, and especially if nobody else is doing it for you. So the Knight of... Y'all, there is a fly in here, and I'm about to have to murder it. Okay? I might have to murder that fly. The Knight of Bones. Knight of Bones is upright. This is the picture. In case you don't remember who this is, the Knight of Bones is Eileen. She's both capable and fierce warrior. So, she's a loyal friend, and the tarot card advises you to put to action behind your visions and goals. So thinking about it and planning for it and actually doing it are not the same thing. So go ahead and put action towards your goals and pursue it with a potent mix of determination and kindness. All right. So that's a pretty good card. I would say that lines up pretty good. Your final card is the Five of Cups, which has this angel on it. The Five of Cups. Oh yes, I mean goblets. Alright, y'all ready for this? It says... The Five of Goblets represents a great failure or loss. Gadriel was tasked with guarding the Garden of Eden from evil. He ultimately failed, which led him to corruption of mankind. Gadriel is racked with guilt for having failed to protect the Garden of Eden. The Five of Goblets advises you to learn from your mistakes and move on. All right? Don't allow yourself to be continually beat down, okay? Learn from your mistakes and move forward. Okay. And Gadriel, that was kind of a sad story for Gadriel. I think he ended up in eternal damnation because of us horrible, bad humans. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull a narcissist card. So basically, it seems like you're having, for the most part, you're working really hard, you're getting what you want. That's your apple pie, right? You're getting what you want, but it seems to me like you're not taking the time to, take a vacation or give yourself something that you really and truly deserve. So let's take a minute and pull some narcissist cards and see if there's something that might be holding you back or someone. Dang, y'all, I am losing these cards. Hold on. Alright, so your first narcissist card is... Alright, y'all, I made a deck for kind of like nerdy gamers. This is a space-time card. This is the second time this thing has popped up in the wrong section tonight. Okay, I'm back. I had to jump down there and get the revenge card. Again, the stupid revenge card. Alright, I'm telling you, this is horrible. I don't want to see no revenge out there, okay? If you're following this path of revenge, and you think that there's no such thing as karma, better be careful. You might turn out to be a vulnerable narcissist, okay? So don't allow yourself to stoop down to this horrible level if you've been burned, alright? Don't do it, okay? It's never going to make things right. It's never going to level the playing field, and it's only going to make you feel bad for whatever you're doing. I'm sorry, y'all. I just get a really big kick out of these filters. Did you see my grace leaving me? I'm coming back. So you real supernatural fans will get that. Cognitive dissonance. Your next narcissist card is cognitive dissonance. Causes a confirmation bias, where information presented to them that they disagree with is reason to believe that these same things, people who have been bullied often experience this. Eliminate doubt. So it's kind of like... kind of like projecting your bad traits on others. Now, I definitely was bullied, but this kind of reminds me of like if your lover thinks you're cheating and they accuse you, but really they're the one that's cheating. Okay, this is cognitive dissonance. This is how the brain works. Whenever someone is guilty of something, they will have it in their head. It'll be plaguing them. And then they can't help but wonder if you're doing the same thing, right? So, self-diagnosing. Self-diagnosis can be dangerous because if you think that you are like a certain group of people and you are feeling very alone, you may turn to them socially, such as religious cults, a safe space cult, or choosing to distance yourself from reality, from your reality. Alright, so I've seen this happen before, especially with like video games. Some people will allow themselves to escape into the video game land. And sometimes it's really good and healing. But if you allow it to take over your life, just like a rotten cult, it will destroy your everything. Okay, so vulnerable narcissists. Vulnerable narcissists have distorted thoughts, distorted behaviors, cluster B, borderline narcissistic personality disorder, blame shifting. That's like what we were talking about. whenever they are doing something, they're doing it, but they're blaming it on you. It's kind of like projecting, but you come, it's usually because you come to them and you ask them if they can do something for you, and instead of doing it, they blame you for the whole situation. Well, I wouldn't even have to do that if it wasn't making. Okay, well, alright, I've made some stupid mistakes, so I'm projecting now. Okay, let's move on. Recruit narcissistic agents. Recruiting narcissistic agents. Avoidant personality disorder. Okay? Vulnerable narcissist has avoidant personality disorder. They're going to avoid talking about whatever's bothering them, especially if it's emotionally charged. You know, they do not want to break, okay? So, psychopathy. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and say right now that if you are easily freaked out or, you know, anything of that nature, you need to go ahead and turn this video off right now. If you have any kind of paranoia or any type of, like, let's just say once you know this, you can't unknow it, okay? So psychopathy at a young age. What causes psychopathy at a young age? What are some signs of psychopathy from a young age? Alright, so the first sign is, and this is when you're very young, bedwetting. And then number 2 is arson, or setting fires. Number 3 is hurting animals. Number 4 is cheating, or if lying, stealing, just anything that might kind of point to someone not having any boundaries. Alright, so you have to lay down the boundaries in order to be a strong person. If you can't lay down those boundaries, people are going to run over you. Alright, and it starts at a young age. All these things are things that happen to you at a young age that kind of carves the way into psychopathy. Alright, so the only thing is, psychopathy is something that you're born with. It's not like sociopathy, where you wake up one day and you've been able to become manipulated into becoming a sociopath. Alright, so let's see. Number 5 is callous or manipulative, deceitful, or unemotional behavior. Number 6, dominant with authority figures. Number 7, like kicking a teacher. Oh my god. Oh no, okay. Sociopathy, factor 2, sociopathy. Alright, so those traits that were before were the first 7 traits. Committing a crime is number 7. Impulsivity, not being able to control your impulses, not being able to stop yourself when you become angry, violent, not being able to control rage, blacking out. Number 8, desires to see disturbing scenes or crime scenes. Okay, I really like a lot of scary movies, and I've been watching them since I was like 5. So, shame. But this kind of brings a fearlessness, or a, they're not afraid of pain, they're not afraid of dying. A child that's not, that is bullied a lot may get this, holier than thou type of attitude, like just running into battle, okay? Conduct disorder behavior. Number 10, the child is a bully. Number 11, cold parenting. Highly critical. Detached emotions. Alright, so you cannot go through life not dealing with your emotions. If you have a parent or a guardian that is telling you that it's not okay to cry, then it is not okay to deal with your emotions. They are forcing you to hold things in that you need to let out, okay? It's totally normal to cry, and you must cry it out. You know, you have to get it out of your system. You have to get it off of your chest. If not, it's going to be like a weight on your heart. Alright, so that was really deep, but I tell you what, I dinged positive on quite a few of these. So, I read a little bit about it to see, you know, like, well, what if I did make some stupid mistakes when I was young? Does that mean that I'm a psychopath? Well, psychopathy is something that they don't really, you know, give you any kind of diagnosis as a child. I was such a horrible child, okay? I was alright once I got a little older, but when I was little, oh my gosh, I was horrible. And my mom, she must have felt like, you know, God blessed her with a demon child, okay? That's how she must have felt. But I really wasn't that bad. I grew out of it whenever Mom had my little sister. Then, of course, she was the sweetest little angel, and I loved her, and I was so happy, and I calmed myself. But these type of sociopathy that come with something that you're born with, you know, Carl Jung found that people who have these factors that I just read off, when they're older, if they're still having this psychopathy, if it's still plaguing them, if they're finding themselves in jail, if they're finding themselves in compromised situations, then basically it means that, you know, you're not in control of your subconscious. You're not dealing with your emotions. You're letting them control you instead of you controlling them. All right? And the most important thing, so whenever Carl Jung started studying all these people, he made them do dream journals, and he noticed that a lot of them dream the same things. They have the same dreams, and they see the same visions in their dreams, similar pictures. A lot of tarot cards are pictures of people's dreams. So he moved to other country, and then he realized that all these people, even from another country, had the same dreams, the same visions, right? So it's almost as if trauma brings out this psychopathy, and the psychopathy allows you to, on another level, be able to communicate through others. For example, if Carl Jung noticed that all these people, they have this dream about like a mandala, kind of like a mandala. Now, if you take a sand and you lay it out on a table that is hooked up to speakers, you know, and you tune it to a certain frequency, a mandala pattern reveals itself, okay? So I don't know if your mind is able to also do this, you know, read these patterns of our vibrations, but our vibrations that we put out affect us. And I feel like the studies show, you know, from Carl Jung, that these people dream the same thing. They have the same dreams. That's their repressed, you know, pain that's causing that lower vibration. It's causing that negative reactions and psychopathy. And I feel like it's trauma that allows these people to share this, you know, Jung called it a collective consciousness. And, you know, I can't really remember my dreams, so even though I have quite a few checks on this here list, I've had epilepsy most of my life, so I don't really know how psychopathy, if it did apply to me, I don't know how it could, you know, affect me, because I don't remember my dreams. I And I did take myself off of my medication recently because I've been on it for 25 years, maybe 30 years. And I haven't had any children, so I tried to take myself off of it. But, it was a difficult situation, and I felt like maybe this psychopathy, if that was something that I was struggling from, I would never have known it, because, a lot of it has to do with your dreams, if you have nightmares. And I remember having, like, some weird nightmares that were repetitive when I was a kid. Armageddon. I had nightmares about Armageddon. I had nightmares about not being able to find a dryer that was going off. It was my alarm clock dream. It was a horrible dream. I was stuck in this warehouse full of dryers, and one of them's going off, and I'm just running around the place opening up these dryers trying to find this dryer. It's my alarm clock going off. But I think this alarm clock caused me to have seizures, okay? Because later I found that they use that same stupid vibration tone to decipher whether or not people have epilepsy. Alright, so I feel like this is very, very serious, and anybody who thinks that a collective consciousness couldn't really affect them probably needs to do a little more research into vibrations, frequencies, and how they affect you. So if you're a negative ninny, that's really going to affect your vibes. And you need to be careful about the things that you project onto your children. Okay, so that's all I've got on that. That's the deepest tarot reading I've ever done. And I hope that this helps you. If you do feel like you're struggling with psychopathy, sociopathy, or maybe your children are, be sure to go to the doctor and see a professional. I am not a professional or a psychic, and I don't profess to, be telling anyone's future at this time. But I just like to put the information out there if it relates. And maybe it will really help somebody get through some hard times. So, you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you are struggling, try to bring your vibes up. I know that sounds so super cheesy and just way too simple to be true. But, I've been on my medication for so many years. And recently I took myself off of it. And I've only done, gosh, that weather's getting crazy again. I've only done like just a tiny bit of, research on the matter, but it's very interesting, and it's definitely worth your time. If you feel like this has something to do with you or your past or your children, definitely go to the doc and get professional help. My mom was a very loving, caring, nurturing mother, and I come out fine, even though I have a lot of these traits here. Okay, a lot of them. I never caught anything on fire, but just about every other one of these. I mean, yeah, I was a horrible child. But just because you mess up once, even if it is in every single field, doesn't necessarily mean that you're crazy. But just, it definitely does mean that you're right there close to the edge of jaded, okay? And if you've seen people fall off the paranoia wagon, it can be really scary. It doesn't have to be psychopathy either. It can be drug abuse. It can be addiction. If you become jaded, if you start feeling like, something just isn't right, then you should take care of yourself, okay? Always take care of yourself and dig yourself out of that negative pit, okay? Don't allow yourself to get down there to that level, and you will be okay. But seriously, if you're experiencing any of those things, or you have, please see a professional and at least go check out You know, this video was off of Dr. Grande's page, and it was about how to tell if your children had psychopathic tendencies. The psychopathy is something that skips a generation in most ancestry. And I know that because I'm a genealogist, and if you feel like any of this is ringing a bell, definitely, do some more research, go to the doc, and you know what cures it? Love. True love. So be sure to love and, build those bridges, don't burn them, and come back and see me next week for more fun.